Hello dear students, today I will discuss part 7 of unit 5 surface chemistry. This is last part of the chapter. So dear students, after studying the part 7, you will be able to know about emulsion and its type. Emulsion basically the liquid system is known as emulsion, and its type, that is oil in water or water in oil. Here slash indicate the interface. Then you will be able to know that the application of emulsion, that means where we use the emulsion. A common example is milk. And emulsifier. Emulsifier basically emulsifying agents are the substance which stabilize the two components of emulsion. And demulsifier, that means those chemical or substance which break down the emulsion is known as demulsifier. Then you will be able to know about the use of colloids, that is colloids around us. That means how many type of colloids we can use in our daily life. Then some conceptual based solve questions which can explain the topic in better way. So now dear students, let us start emulsion. So as in single sentence you can say that the emulsion is basically liquid system. So now it can be defined as, it may be defined as a heterogeneous system consisting of more than one immiscible liquid dispersed in one another in the form of droplets having colloidal range. Now some examples are there to explain the emulsion. For example, milk is an example of basically emulsion in which a small droplet of liquid fat are dispersed in aqueous medium. So this is most common example which we can see in our daily life. Then one more examples are there. Cod liver oil is an emulsion in which the water disperses in oil. So that means the milk basically the example of oil in water, and the cod liver oil is an example of water in oil. So now dear students, the emulsions are classified as, just I told you previously, that oil in water type emulsion, O by W, O/W. For example, milk, liquid fat dispersed in water, vanishing cream. So these are the example of O by W type emulsion. Second, water in oil type emulsion, that is W/O type emulsion. So for example, this butter, cod liver oil, cold cream, etc. are the basic example of W by O type emulsion. So these examples you have to learn for your board examinations. So many times the example of this type O by W or W by O is asked in the board examination. So now dear students, again the diagrams are given here to understand basically about oil in water and water in oil type emulsion. So look the diagram. In first case, water is dispersion medium and oil is work as disperse phase in the form of droplet. So the milk is a common example of oil in water type emulsion. Then water in oil, look here, oil is dispersion medium and water work as droplets. So the common example of water in oil is butter. So many times we have taken the butter in our daily life. So milk and butter is the basic common example which are daily see around us. Then dear students, sometime one more question is asked, how many way how can we can differentiate between two type of emulsion by chemical experiment or by chemically. So here you can differentiate between two type of emulsion. So the two type of emulsion may be distinguished from each other in a number of ways. Here first way is dye test, that is known as color test. So this test involve the addition of oil soluble dye to the emulsion under experiment. If emulsion acquire the color of the dye readily, it is water in oil type emulsion. That means the oil is dispersion medium, so that's why dye acquire the color readily. And if the emulsion remains colorless, it is oil in water type emulsion. So by dye test you can differentiate between the oil in water type emulsion or water in oil type emulsion. So that means if dye are soluble readily, so it is water in oil type emulsion, and if the color of emulsion remain colorless, in that condition it is oil in water type emulsion. Second, conductivity test. In this test, basically it involves the addition of electrolyte to the emulsion under experiment. If the conductivity of emulsion increases appreciably with the addition of electrolyte, so basically it is oil in water type emulsion. That means the conductivity increases if the addition of electrolyte, so this indicate oil in water type emulsion. If the conductivity is very small, in that condition it is water in oil type emulsion. So as you know that electrolyte break into the water, that's why they indicate the emulsion is oil in water type and hence conductivity increases. Then dilution test. Then about dilution test, as a general rule, an emulsion can be diluted with the dispersion medium. Just so many times you see that your milkman added water to dilute the milk. So as the emulsion can be diluted with the dispersion medium, while the addition of dispersed phase from a separate layer, so thus it can be diluted with oil. It is water in oil type emulsion. For example, milk. Milk is basically oil in water type emulsion and can be diluted with the water, but butter or cream, that is water in oil type emulsion, cannot be diluted with water. So by dilution test you can also differentiate between O by W or W by O type emulsion. So nowadays students, application of emulsion, that means where we use the emulsion. So first application, concentration of ore in metallurgy. Ore is basically obtained from minerals from which we can conveniently obtain the metals. So here in the concentration of ore, basically of sulfide ore of a metal by a froth flotation process, involve the use of some oil such as pine oil. So the oil form emulsion with ore particles. When air is passed through the emulsion, it rises to the surface as a foam and is skimmed off. So just like we can remove the butter from milk in our houses, like this it can be also used in the removal of sulfide ore from the mixture. That is basically the concentration of ore in the metallurgy. So this also applied emulsion. Next, in medicine, We have taken medicine so many times. When we fall ill, so this is also basically example of emulsion. So the various pharmaceuticals and cosmetic available in the liquid form are emulsion of water in oil type, basically cod liver oil, B complex ointment, and these are easily absorbed in our body. Then cleansing action of soap. About this I told you that the mycelial formation take place in associated colloids in lecture 4. So the cleansing action of soap is based on the formation of oil in water type emulsion and act as mycelium. So learn here, cleansing action is also example of oil in water type emulsion, and the medicine example of water in oil type. So digestion of next application, digestion of fat in the intestine is through emulsification. So as you know that the fat is not digested so easily, so that's why in that condition what happens, the bile juice that break down the fat particles into small particles. By this way it can be adsorbed, and this process is also is due to emulsification of fat. So these are the basic examples in the form of applications are given here. Now dear students, emulsifiers. So as I told you that the emulsifying agents or emulsifiers are basically a third components which are used to stabilize the emulsion. So now dear students, in order to prepare a stable emulsions, it is important to add a third components known as emulsifiers or emulsifying agents in a suitable amount. So the emulsifying agents basically what they do here, so they form an interfacial film between the suspended particles and the medium, by which the two components are stabilized and do not form the separate layer. Now the basic principal agents for W by O or O by W are given here. So the principal agents for O by W emulsions are proteins, gums, etc. And for W by O emulsion, the principal emulsifying agents are heavy metal salts, a fatty acid, long chain alcohols. These are basically used for emulsifying agents. Some more type emulsifying agents are also you have to know that long chain compounds with polar groups such as soap, sulfonic acid, sulfate, etc. Most of the lyophilic colloids also act as emulsifier such as glue, gelatin, etc. Certain insoluble powder such as clay, lime black, etc. also used as emulsifier. Some soluble substance like iodine also can act as emulsifier. So these are some basic important points about the emulsion which you have to know for your board examinations. Now next example, that is next topic, demulsification. So the process of breaking an emulsion to yield their constituent, that is the emulsion can be broken down into constituent liquid by heating, by freezing or centrifuging, etc. So this process is known as basically demulsification. In demulsification, we can break down the two components into their constituent. It can be done by either by heating, either by freezing, either by centrifuging. Nowadays students, use of colloids, that is colloids around us as a journal. How we can use colloid in our daily life. Here some examples are given. So first example in the form of application, that is natural application. So naturally how we can see about the colloid. So first you have to know about the formation of delta. So basically what happened here, the river water have negatively charged clay particles. That means the river water containing clay which is negatively charged and many other substances in the form of colloidal solution. When the sea water come in the contact with these particles, so the colloidal particles of river, that is clay particles, and some other particles of water are coagulated by electrolytes, that is positively charged electrolyte Na plus, K plus, Mg2 plus, which are present in the sea water to form delta. That means the coagulation of particle of river water take place by the electrolytes of sea water to form the delta. So this is also example of coagulation. Second, blue color of sky. We have seen so many times the blue color of sky. So this is also due to scattering of blue light. So what happened basically here? The colloidal particles scatter only blue light and the rest of it absorb. So that's why in sky their number of dust and water particles are present. They scatter blue lights and therefore sky looks bluish. If there were no scattering take place, in that condition the sky would have appeared totally dark. So this is also example of colloids. Then blood which are transport system of our body, which carry the O2 gas and food to every part of the body. The blood as a whole, basically I told you that blood is basically a negatively charged colloidal particles, but hemoglobin is the positively charged salt particles. So now here it is the colloidal solution of albuminoid substance that is negatively charged. So the septic action, that means checking of the blood, action of alum that is Fidkari also known as common. Alum have the formula K2SO4 Al2 SO4 का whole thrice 24 water, that is also known as double salt. So here what happens, the alum or ferrichloride solution is due to coagulation of the blood forming a clot which stop further bleeding. So that means the negatively charge of blood are coagulated by positively charged electrolytes of alum and ferrichlorides. Then soil, the topmost fertile soil is known as basically humus, as you know that. So the fertile soils are colloidal in nature, in which humus act as protecting colloids. On the account of colloidal nature, soil absorb moisture and nourishing materials. So that's why soil is also example. Second application, that is technical application. In this application we have to know that about medicine. So now the medicines containing gold, silver or calcium etc. in colloidal form are more effective because they have large surface area and easily assimilated by the human system. Here assimilated means absorbed by the human system. So medicines we have taken so many times. This is also in the colloidal in nature. Here some examples I can give you, that is argyrol. This is basically a medicine of silver salt and can be used in eye lotion. Second example of medicine, colloidal antimony, which is used in curing kala-jar. Then colloidal gold, which is used for intramuscular injection. Then milk of magnesia is an emulsion which is used for stomach disorder as antacid. Some more medicines, that is colloidal sulfur, is used as insecticides. So these are the common examples which are taken as medicine in the form of colloidal range. So these examples may be asked in the board examinations. Which medicines in the colloidal form used for eye lotion, which are used for collagen, which are used for intramuscular injections, which are used for antacid. Now the next application, that is purification of water. So this is also very important. So many times we are using so many apparatus to purify the water. So basically what happens here? The negatively charged colloidal particles of impurity get coagulated by the action of Al3 plus ion of alum, which are basically furnished by alum, that is Fidkari. So by this way we can purify the water. So that is, the turbidity of water is due to presence of negatively charged clay particles, the addition of potassium, that is Al3 plus ion, which neutralize the negative charge on colloidal particles and thus causes their coagulation. Now the coagulated matter settle down and thus become clear and make water fit for drinking purpose. So this is also application of colloidal particles, that is the colloidal solution. Then one more application, artificial rain. So what about this? The artificial rain can be caused by throwing electrified sand on the cloud, which are colloidal solution or charged particles of water in air. So this artificial rain we can use to create rain. So this is also application of colloids. Now dear students, next application is smoke precipitation. Here one example is taken, Cottrell precipitator. So look the diagram. Here what happens basically? The smoke coming out of the chimney in industrial area is a nuisance and health hazard. So basically it is a colloidal particles or charged particles, and thus they are removed from fuel gas by the electrical precipitation, that is known as Cottrell precipitator. So look the diagram. This is example of Cottrell precipitator. Basically what happens here? The smoke is made to pass through chamber fitted with highly electrical charge plate, which precipitate the carbon and dust particle, leaving the gas to escape through the chimney. The diagram clearly show the removal of particles from the smoke. So when the smoke and fuel gas is passed, so what happen? The electrically charged plates are precipitate the carbon and dust particles and leaving the gas escape through the chimney as they are seen in the diagram. This is also very important for examination point of view. Now dear students, here some solved questions based on the above topics are given. So now the question number 1, give two usage of emulsions. So first usage given here in the cleaning action of soap. Second, in the preparation of photographic plate, emulsions of AgBr in the gelatin is coated over the glass plate. So this is also example of emulsion. Otherwise, I have given some more example of emulsion in the form of medicines, in the digestion of fat in the intestine. So now the next question, what is the role of emulsifier in forming emulsion? So this I have told you that the emulsifier or emulsifying agents form an interfacial film. Now your answer is, the emulsifier are added for the stabilization of emulsion, that is their role is to form an interfacial film between the suspended particles and the medium. When we remove the emulsifier, now the components are separated from each other. So now dear students, question number 3rd, give reason for the following. First, delta is formed when river meets the ocean. This I also told you that the river water contains clay particles which are negatively charged, and the ocean or sea contains electrolytes which are positively charged, Na plus, K plus. When they come near to it, they coagulate and form the delta. Second, clear sky appears blue in color. This is also due to the scattering of blue light by the colloidal particles. So now your answer should be like this. Now the delta is formed when the river meets the ocean because the river water is a colloidal solution of clay that is negatively charged, and ocean water contains a number of electrolytes. So these electrolytes coagulate the colloidal solution of clay, resulting in its deposition, and as a result delta is formed. So the largest delta is present at the Sundarban, Kolkata. Second, clear sky appears blue in color because dust particles present in the atmosphere scatter blue light which reaches our eyes. So that is the reason for delta formation, and for clear sky appears blue in the color. So now dear students, your next question, medicines are more effective in colloidal state, justify the statement. So this I told you also that they have large surface area, that's why they can be easily absorbed in the intestine. So the particles in a colloidal state have larger surface area and hence show high tendency for absorption. Due to this reason, medicines are more effective in colloidal state. So the given statement is correct. Now next question, explain the following. Colloidal gold is used for intramuscular injection. This I also told you, but here in the form of questions I give the answer. The colloidal gold is used for intramuscular injection because in this state it has large surface area and so may be easily assimilated. Now dear students, here some questions are given here to self-assessment. So read the question properly and try to find the answer by yourself. So question number 1, explain the reason for these. Sky look blue in color. Delta is formed at the meeting place of river and sea water. Blood coagulate on treatment of the alum. So about this question I have explained the answer. So now do by yourself. Give reason for the following. First, Cottrell precipitator is used in the chimney. This just I explained you in this lecture. Then bleeding from a fresh cut can be stopped by applying alum. So when you are going to a barber shop, you seen that he applies so many times alum on your face. So this is basically for stopping the flow of blood which happen by a cut. Then third question, explain what is observed when an electrolyte that is NaCl is added to hydrated ferric oxide salt. So this I have also told you that if ferric oxide salt that is in the form of hydration is positively charged, here electrolytes contain Na plus and Cl minus ion. So now this causes coagulation. Then electric current is passed through a colloidal solution. Then when a beam of light is passed through a colloidal solution, the electric current is passed, that is electrophoresis. When a beam of light, that means this is question from Tyndall effect. Now at last, as every time I say you that stay safe, stay healthy and keep learning. Thank you dear students. Now after completing this lecture, you will be able to get 23 marks out of 70 marks in board examination. That is, from unit 1 to 5, 23 marks will be completed.